This movie looks at two types of data, data that are counted and data that are measured. I'll start with counting. Counting is what you do when the data can be sorted into categories. Here's an example. Suppose you buy a bag of sweets, M&Ms say, and you want to see which is the most common colour. So let's sort some sweets. The first one is yellow, then orange, then blue, then another yellow, and so on. You can see that each colour is a separate category, and when they're all sorted, we can count how many there are of each. Here's another example. A class of children were asked what musical instruments they wanted to learn to play. The first child said guitar, the next ukulele, the third child said drums, and so on. When all the children have expressed their view, the teacher can see their preferences by counting how many there are in each category. And that's counting when the data can be sorted into categories. But sometimes you're dealing with data that have been measured, and that's done with numbers. For example, a group of pupils measured the speeds that vehicles were travelling past the school gate. This truck trundled past at a leisurely 23 miles per hour. The sports car zips past at 41 miles per hour. And this bicycle can only manage 6 miles per hour. Measured data takes the form of numbers that can be placed on a numbered scale like this, and 10 vehicles later the plot looks something like this. Here's another example of measured data. This time the numbered scale has been drawn vertically to match the fact that it's a survey of children's heights. First child, second, third, and so on. By the time half the class have had their heights measured, the plot looks like this. So, this is another example of measured data that can be plotted on a numbered scale. And that's the key difference between counted and measured data. With counted data, you're faced with things that can be sorted into categories. From there, you can use counting to see which is the most common or the least common category. With measured data, the item is represented by numbers, some large, some small, and some in between. To get a sense of the overall pattern of the numbers, it's usually helpful to plot them on a numbered scale. Finally, why bother knowing the difference between counted and measured data? One reason is that it's a real help when deciding which statistical chart to use.